So this month I have to start out with our thoughts and prayers to the people of France, and especially those in Paris or anyone impacted by the horrible terrorist events of this past month. And so we wish more light and love for the whole world, especially during this season. This is Tom Hood with this month's Lookout Post and the things Maryland CPAs need to know right now. So this month there are 4 things on our mind that you should be paying attention to. 1 is employee benefit plan audits and developments with the Department of Labor. 2 is getting ready for tax season and all the things that we're trying to do to help make you ready. 3 is the Maryland legislature. It's time to think about the General Assembly starting in January. And then last, a recent announcement from the AICPA about the evolution of our profession globally. We're going to jump right in with the Employee Benefit Plan Audit Alert from the Department of Labor. As you know, this has been an ongoing issue we've been covering here. And what's happening is the Department of Labor has sent notes to 2 places. One is state boards of accountancy to alert them to any issues that might require enforcement, and 2, to plan sponsors. And what the Department of Labor is saying is that they want a sponsor of a benefit plan to check their auditor out, to ask, like, how are people being trained? Are they a member of the AICPA Employee Benefit Plan Quality Center? Could they see a copy of their peer review report and how many of these audits they do? That information, if you're an auditor, you should be thinking about proactively providing that to your plan sponsors. But be ready for those questions coming up. We've got more information on our website. If you're an employer, the risk goes to you, right? You are ultimately responsible to the Department of Labor. So you're going to want to make sure that your auditor is of the adequate quality to handle the benefit plans that you might have them auditing. The second big thing is obviously tax season. So we've got a whole bunch of events, as always, training you and updating you on all the latest in the tax areas. So everything from our conferences to the Don Farmer programs to our 1040 Fast Track. Use that to get you and your staff up to speed so that you can have a smoother tax season. Along with that, the IRS Commissioner gave an announcement that this tax season won't be any better relative to the services that the IRS is providing. We met with Congress and did not get much relief from that standpoint. So you can be preparing for a tough tax season and maybe be proactive about it and alert your clients ahead of time that they can expect those kind of things. So unfortunately, the famous 2-hour courtesy disconnect when you're on the phone with them might still be continuing. Third up is it's time to get ready for the Maryland legislature. So on January 13th, 188 legislators will convene on Annapolis and we'll be hearing close to 2,500 bills this session. We are preparing to be proactive, look at both things that we're going to put in offensively and obviously watch the defense side. So put on your January 21st, CPA Day in Annapolis. It's at the Governor Calvert House. Registration will be on this link. It's free, and you actually get 2 hours of free CPE in addition to it. So come join us in Annapolis to protect your license. Last up is a breaking news that you're going to be hearing about over the next couple of months, but this way you can kind of get ahead of it. It's the evolution of the global profession by the American Institute of CPAs. And at the governing body meeting council last month, and we have representatives from Maryland that represent you, they voted almost unanimously to accept the credential CGMA. They're actually going to accept non-CPAs with management accounting backgrounds into that, provided they take all 4 examinations. Now, right now, a CPA only has to take the top level examination. The next piece of that will be a membership vote. If you're an AICPA member, you'll be asked to vote on the evolution of this joint venture where the AICPA and CIMA, Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, are going to work even closer together than they already are. There already is a joint venture. This will take it a step further to have a shared board of directors, at least for global accountancy issues. They will still continue to have separate membership for the AICPA and obviously in CGMA, and that's how they'll govern that. So if you're an AICPA member, you would actually become a member of both of those bodies to start moving to that global positioning. Look for that information. We'll give you a link. We're covering it in our town halls. We'll also be covering it in the spring town hall season. So I want to close this month's Lookout Post with thanks. Thanks to all our members and the strong community of our profession that you create with us. and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family and friends. This is Tom Hood signing off with this month's Lookout Post and the things you need to know right now.